We've been living through some very changing and unprecedented times at the university, but you've all been doing your bit to make it work for us. And now we're working on a reorientation of you back into the university so that you can take up your normal roles and support our students in the way you've always done. Now we're going to do this, as always, in a measured and planned way. We're going to follow all the relevant guidance, we're going to follow Public Health England's requirements, and we're going to make sure that people return in a COVID-secure way. But we need you to engage with this reorientation video. We need you to have a look at what you need to do and to be part of it, and to do the sort of thing you've already done, to be cooperative and work in an excellent manner to support our students as they return to learning. So about 30% of our students and staff will be on campus at any point in time to make sure there's plenty of social distance between us, and you need to look at what our regulations and requirements are. Whatever the national guidance is saying at the minute, we do need to make sure that we keep others safe by keeping behind the mask. For me, it's a big thank you to you all for everything you've done so far, and to encourage you to watch what my colleagues are advising. Thank you.
During the shutdown period, the Facilities Department have been working in the background to make the university COVID secure for the safety of all staff and students. Hand gel dispensers are at the entrance to most buildings and should be used as regularly as possible. We also recommend hand washing, thorough hand washing, as frequently and as regular as possible.
From the beginning of this year, the university has been following the guidance issued by Public Health England and HM Government regarding the COVID-19 virus. From the 15th of May, a number of staff have been coming onto campus to ensure that the campus is made COVID secure for your return and for the return of students later on in the year. What follows in this video are some of the measures that you will expect to see when you return to campus. When you arrive at the university, whilst it might look the same, there are some essential differences. The first is that 8 of the entrances have heat detectors on them. If you don't have a face covering, then one will be provided for you. When you step through the heat detector, it will detect the temperature of your face. So you must remove your face covering first. Once you're inside the building, you will notice that all of the buildings have been set out as one-way systems. This is to ensure that we have a flow of people around the campus and maintain social distancing. Within the campus, you will notice that all areas have been measured out at 2 metre social distancing. However, in classrooms, this has been reduced to 1 metre. You will notice that academic staff will present from behind the screen to ensure that that 1 metre social distancing remains safe. A one-way system has also been implemented in the library, and you will be asked to move around the library following the arrows and pushing a trolley, again to ensure social distancing. In the social areas, you will notice that there are screens on each of the tables. You will be asked to wipe those screens when you arrive at the table and when you leave, and wipes will be provided. So the important things to remember when you're on campus are hand washing. Hand washing is the most important defence against COVID-19, and it is important that you maintain good hand hygiene, both using hot water and soap, and also the hand sanitisers which are provided at each of the entrances. Make sure that you follow the one-way systems. This ensures that we have appropriate social distancing. There is an institutional risk assessment which is available on the website, and that supports all the measures that we've put in place, and is also underpinned by an increased cleaning regime across the campus to ensure your safety and the safety of the students on campus.
As colleagues return to the workplace, we want you to feel that you are returning to a safe and caring environment. My advice is simple. Follow the university advice. Arrangements have been put in place to ensure that you keep healthy and safe in order to minimise the spread of COVID-19. So let's see how you can play your role to help us in this. Familiarise yourself with the employee FAQs and return to work guide. Read the university level COVID-19 risk assessment and contribute in the development of any local risk assessments. Challenge others who you believe are not following our COVID-19 arrangements politely and respectfully Health and safety is everybody's responsibility after all. Flag any issues and suggestions that you might have. Limit face-to-face meetings and visits. Only those visits and meetings deemed essential should be held face-to-face. For those who are based away from the main campus, ensure that you understand and follow any local COVID-19 arrangements and discuss any concerns that you might have with your head of service or school. For those who continue to work remotely from home, make sure you have reviewed your workspace at home with your line manager. Looking after your mental health is important. Please remember that you have access to our employee assistance provider, VivUp. When travelling to and from work, if you can avoid public transport, then do so. Ensure you wear a suitable face covering and maintain social distancing if you can't. Remember, if you feel unwell with any of the COVID-19 symptoms, do not come into work. Contact your line manager as soon as you can. Following arrangements apply to heads of service and heads of school, but are relevant for all colleagues to be aware of. Before the campus restart in September, consider how to operate your services, activity and teaching in a COVID-19 secure manner. This may mean returning to the red and blue team or a local version of this. For those who work remotely, they continue to do so. Heads should also consider flexible working patterns as appropriate. Develop, publish and keep under review local departmental risk assessments, covering the layout of desks through to local kitchen areas. Conduct return to work briefings with all your staff to ensure that colleagues understand what is planned and that they feel comfortable to return to work. Finally, attend a drop-in session being run by colleagues in HR to help you plan and prepare for the campus restart and address any concerns that you might have. We have developed a SurveyMonkey-based questionnaire. It is mandatory for all colleagues to complete this as part of the return to work arrangements. This is designed not only to check understanding, but is a way for colleagues to highlight individual concerns, provide us with feedback and also any suggestions. We hope that you found this employee reorientation video informative, and we look forward to seeing you on campus very soon.